Okay, here we go. Hello, I'm Cheryl Algie, Northern Victoria, not Northwestern Victoria. So tonight I'd seen this great card. It's a larger sized card while I wasn't very well, and I'd saved it on Pinterest. It's Mixed Up Craft. It's her idea, but I've adapted it to some Stampin' Up products of well, maybe I'll show you one card that I've completed. So this is how it looks. Quite simple, but I thought it was amazing. You can go to her blog and her YouTube to see what she's done with it. Of course, she's used different papers, and because I've used papers for the, you wouldn't need to use papers there. You could adapt that if you wanted to put a piece of white there to write on, but I quite liked that. And these papers are Celebration, and I'm also using Celebration ones tonight. They're Wonderful World papers. So first off, you have, I've got my notes here. I just copied the notes directly off her blog, Mixed Up Craft. So this piece measures 9 by 7. So we're going to score this at 2 and 4. So just come down here. Hopefully you can see that. Make sure you've got the right blade there. So go 2, just a normal old Z fold to start off with. And I have done a lot of prep because I have got a full day class tomorrow. We're doing our Christmas one, so the ladies, we're one down because of COVID, but that's unfortunate, but that's okay. It's not okay, but you know what I mean. Lucky it's good that it's not more down, isn't it? Now just make sure I'm straight there on those edges. So I usually do it and then I work out which way I want it flipped. So I've got a card to work by. So we've got that flipped back there. So that's our basic card. Over there so I don't mess it up. Cut this paper here is, I'm not sure, I'll have to measure. So this is in inches, this one. 4 3/4 by, I think it's 6 3/4, yeah. Which that will be this piece and the back piece as well. I'll actually use my seal for this. First card I did, the one with the leaves, I was getting glue all over my fingers and it was sticking to, that's another reason I went ahead and adhered all my layers to the cardstock layers, because you don't need to see that. And then I thought, then I haven't got glue and sticky fingers everywhere. I did cut that. I think we'll just go with that. I was going to wait and see, but I'm going to be too impatient tonight to do that. That will go there. You could try and adapt this to smaller. I didn't wish to because I felt that it packed such an impact as it was. Probably should have done that last in case I messed up, but I'm not going to mess up. Then you've got all these layers, so which go, I'll tell you the measurements in a sec. I like to lay them down Okay, so you can see where I'm going, can't you? I'll lay them down first and then I'll explain how I cut them. And you can see I didn't want you to have to watch me put all these layers on here. It was quick and easy, but sometimes you get glue all over your fingers, and I felt that was a bit crooked last night. Let's turn it around so it's not on an edge. No, it's not crooked, I think it's just my eyes. You have been annoying me. I thought my glasses might have turned up today, but I haven't heard, so obviously not. I hope I always get scared when I get to the end that I may have messed up. So that's just what we do. So these layers are, if anyone's got, you can go to Mixed Up Crafts blog if you want, but so the cardstock layers, the Mossy Meadow is all, they are all 1 inch thick. So all you've got to do, it's really easy. Just cut a strip of 1 inch and then just chop them into 5 inches, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 2, 2.5, and 2. I'll repeat that again. 5, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 3, 2.5, and 2. Then the DSP, all those pieces are by 3/4, and all we do is go 4 3/4, 4 1/4. Hang on. What have I done here? Oh yes, that's right. 4 3/4, 4 1/4, because the piece is 4.5. 3 3/4, 3 1/4, 2 3/4, 2 1/4, and 1 3/4. So 4 3/4, 4 1/4, 3 3/4, 3 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 2 1/4, and 1 3/4. And the card layers are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. This one here is 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. But you can, they'll be on my blog at some stage, possibly not tonight or tomorrow. I've got other things I need to be doing. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I need to go this way a bit. What the camera's doing tonight. Let's just move that a little bit. I've got a bit of shadow too. So hi Glenda, Belinda, Sharon, Angela, Deborah, Denise, Maria, Anne, Rhonda, Gail, Jody, Sandy, and another Rita, Rita Looney. Okay, you from Swan Hill, Rita? I think you might be. I think that's a Swan Hill name. Okay. So now, all you need to do, I'm just going to shift these over here so I don't mess up the sizes. It'd be bad if I adhered the wrong size, wouldn't it? All you need to do now is you can cover this with your adhesive, which is probably why I've got my fingers so sticky, and then you just pop your layers on. How easy is this, and how effective is this? There are some clever people out there. Wished I was as clever. Oops, that moved a little bit. Just want to hold that for a second because you don't want it to move and be crooked on you. A little bit crooked there. Oh, Oops, nearly stuck my finger in the glue. Won't be the first time. Won't be the last time. Yeah, that's, I can see a gap there, so we're just, now I've got sticky fingers as the glue's come up in the gap. You could probably do this with seal too, but you don't get the wiggle room. Oops, saying that. Must have the wiggle room there. Maybe that's not right on the edge either. Don't think it is. Trying to go too quick. Let me just see, did I go over the edge? No, not too bad. Oops, this one next. See what I did? I nearly picked up the wrong size. That's why you'd need to layer them all. Because if you're like me, and of course I put my finger in the glue. Of course I did. Oops. Let's just make sure that's level with the edge. That one's level with the edge. And that one. I've cut my card a fraction less than it didn't happen on my first one. Of course it wouldn't have to happen on this one, wouldn't it? That's okay though. So then you end up with this. I am just going to leave that because that doesn't offend me, because when it goes across you've got the edge there. It wasn't what I intended, and it's not what I've got there. It's my cutting. It's a little bit off there too. Those leaves are from it's I Love Autumn set out of the mini, and I want to show you something with that too, but that won't be till perhaps next week, excuse me. So then this flower here is out of a fussy cut out of the Wonderful World paper. I was wanting to use the white flower, so this was perfect for that. And I wasn't wanting to do every single thing last night when I was designing this, but I did that. Thought, no, I'm going to see what embossing looks like. So I went ahead and did this. I did have a play with, but I don't really think they work. Did have a play with that, but yeah, you can see that doesn't work. So I don't think a circle would work either. I didn't like that with that. Where's the mat for that? Yeah, I thought that covered up too much of the flower. So I thought I'll settle with that. And you've all seen me emboss before, haven't you? So then we just, oops, is that, no, that's right. I think if we came down here, now, I'm just wondering, do we think it needs anything else? Do we think it needs ribbon? I don't know what ribbon I've got. Got the crinkled white, we could do something with that. But I honestly don't think that it needs ribbon. I'll go ahead and adhere these and you can tell me whether you think it does or not. And I think I'll put this on flat and then I'll pop up the sentiment. I think we can just pop on some embellishments and I think we'll call it done, because that flower really pops on the green background. I tried adding some more flowers, but I also didn't like that either. So even though it's a quick card, it It always takes longer than you think it's going to take because if you're like me, you fiddle and do, I wonder what this will look like, I wonder what that'll look like, instead of just going for it. So we'll just put some adhesive on here, some dimensionals, I should say. What do we think about the ribbon? Hi Margaret. Hi Kay. Hi Alison. No worries. Do we think it needs a ribbon? No one's saying. It is an interesting card. I just love it. And I don't know how you would go reinventing it and making it smaller. I think, well, let's just, you probably could. You probably could make a smaller card like that. Then you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. And what would that be? Let's just have a look. That would be 5 by, when it's all flat, it'd be 5 by 5. That could be quite cute too. Now, we do need some embellishments, so not sure what we've got. Actually, we've got those lovely little white hearts, haven't we? Because it's a green background, this would be a perfect card to use these on. I just can't stop using them. Love them. Might be too much white. I'll have a look and see. Might use the pearly ones, perhaps. What if we put... Trying to get it round the right way. What if we just put a heart there? We could do more. I think just one there, actually. For the back, I was going to stamp, but because the flower, we don't have a flower stamp like that, I thought we might just go with the paper again to put on the back of it. And then you can do the same with the envelope. So I think that's the right size. Yep. Again with our seal. Make sure it's up the right way. Oops. Might come out just a smidge from the edge, just to add a little bit of interest. And then I'm not going to put a sentiment on that, because I could use it for either a sympathy card or a birthday card. I think it would be lovely as a sympathy card and also lovely as a birthday card. Okay, so how quick and simple is that? And that's our other one, totally different. You could also combine the stripy celebration stripes and dots celebration paper with this as well. Yeah, so okay. How quick was that? It wasn't even half an hour. You can all get on with your evening, and I can too. I might even get some more cards made for the girls to look at tomorrow. So thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next week.